Live on YouTube, it's OEHL Hockey from the Plex in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada, for today's OEHL North Division matchup between the 5-4-1 Minto 81s and the 9-3-2 Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. Merry Christmas, everybody, and also through association, Happy New Year as well. It's live OEHL Hockey from Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Yes, that is correct. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the Plex in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada, where we are for this afternoon's OEHL North Division contest between the 5-4-1 Minto 81s and the 9-3-2 Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. I'm Andrew Rodgers, your play-by-play commentator for this evening. Great to be with you. Great to be here for this colossal matchup with the two-time defending champion Minto 81s in town to take on the now third-place Winterhawks. We'll get to that in a minute. We will go through some graphics here for you. We'll start with the South Division conference standings. The C4 Centenaires 3 points ahead of both the Aaron Outlaws and the Petrolia Squires. You have Elora in 4th at 16, Dunville in 5th, tied with Tavistock at 14. You have Tillsonburg and Milverton tied at 10, and then you have Delhi down at the bottom. Some good matchups in the South tonight. We'll get to that in a moment. Over in the North, the Elmville Harvesters are your new number 1 seed. They are 1 point better than both the Ripley Wolves and the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. Ripley has games in hand. They sit 10-2, and they are second, tied with Saugeen Shores. Durham, Larking, games in hand, they are 9-2, 18 points. Georgian Bay, 7-7, 14 points. Minto 81s, they played a league low 10 games. They are 5-4-1, they have 11 points. Shelburne, 8 points. Lucknow, 7, Creemore, 4. So lots of ramifications to come within the next month as we wind down to the conclusion of the 2025-2026 OEHL season. We'll go over to the South. There are 3 games tonight. They start at 7:30. The Petrolia Squires visit Aaron to take on the Outlaws. 7:30 is the start time. Elsewhere, Tillsonburg and Dunville to take on the Arrows. That's an 8 o'clock start. And then the number 1 seeded C4 Centenaires take on the Delhi Flames from the Delhi Community Arena at 8 o'clock. Over in the North tonight, our game is 1 of 2 in the North. Minto, like I say, taking on Saugeen Shores. This gets underway at 5. Later on, Lucknow in Ripley to take on the Wolves. Their neighbors, very close neighbors. 7 o'clock start time at the Ripley Huron Community Center. We'll go through the rosters for you. We'll start with the visiting Minto 81s. Not playing, not dressed for the goaltenders is number 30, Thomas Gaynor. He is not dressed, not playing. The backup tonight is number 31, Jonathan Reinhardt. The starter making his first start of the season. He's an OG Minto 81, at least from when I was covering them. And that's number 1, Ben Nelson. He gets to start. Not playing, not dressed for the Minto 81s. Number 8, Blair Butchert. Number 17, Benson Moore. Number 21, Ted Nickel. Number 22, Liam Hurley. Number 23, Matt Murray. Number 26, Dylan Richardson. And number 56, Stephen Grant. For the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks, not dressed, not playing is number 33, Eric Paycheff. The backup is 29, Ty Jackman. Getting the start, number 1, Clayton Fritsch. He is 6-3-1 on the season. Not playing, not dressed for the Winterhawks, number 9, Logan Freiberger. Number 12, Josh Erbschott. Number 15, Wyatt McNabb. Number 16, Andy Mitchell. Number 25, Matt Smallman. And number 25, Ethan Froats. Number 26, Rob Flick. Number 28, Curtis Johnston. Number 42, Theo Peckham. Number 77, Jasper Akawenzi. And number 89, Luke Pither. Add to the roster number 20, Caleb Morrison. And jersey number change, instead of wearing number 66, Clayton Fitzsimmons, he will wear number 25 for this evening's contest. We are almost ready for puck drop here at the Plex in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada, for tonight's OEHL contest between the Minto 81s and Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. I'm Andrew Rodgers with you. We'll get set for anthem and puck drop here shortly, and we will get underway. Great to have you alongside us. We do have some competition tonight on the streaming service as the Team Canada World Juniors are getting underway at 4:30 as they take on Latvia in their second game of the tournament. So if you could, maybe double screen us. Just a thought. Anyway, up to you guys. Minto 81s, Saugeen Shores Winterhawks from the Plex. We get underway shortly here in Port Elgin. Andrew Rodgers with you. Great to have you alongside. Thank you. That's right, everybody. Welcome into the Plex in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada, for today's OEHL contest. North Division matchup between the two-time defending champion Minto 81s and the third place Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. It's minor hockey night here at the Plex, and great crowd on hand. Merry Christmas, everybody, and Happy New Year, of course.
We also call the captains of each team to come up for the ceremonial face-off. For the singing of our national anthem, tonight done by Becky Robinson.
Lovely rendition of O Canada, as always, as we are ready for puck drop here at the Plex in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. It is Saturday, December the 27th. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's my last play-by-play game of 2025 and game number 18 on the season as well. I've been busy and plenty more to come in 2026. Like I say, Andrew Rodgers with you. Great to be along at the Real Raji 21. Starting goaltenders for the Minto 81s is number 1, Ben Nelson. He makes his first start of the season for Minto. Starting in goal for the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks is number 1, Clayton Fritsch. He is 6-3-1 on the season. Minto wearing their road whites, while Saugeen Shores dons the home navy blues. And we are underway here at the Plex. Great to be with you. Minto starts with this puck, and they'll send it into the Saugeen Shores zone. Back to get it is Miles McLean. He's going to play it off the wall. It comes out of the zone. There's number 12, Jordan Alexander. He fires it into the Winterhawks zone. Packed house here in Saugeen Shores on minor hockey night, as this play is to the laid off side. Back to get it there is Todd Hellier, and he's going to skate it in his own end. He'll play it ahead past Aiden York. It's played out, though, by Stephen Gibson and all the way down the ice. No icing is called. Or no, they did call icing. Weird. Did you hear that whistle? I didn't. That was really strange. Anyway. Icing called against Minto, and the faceoff will come back in the 81 zone as we're early on here in the first. Team Canada World Juniors playing Latvia at this moment. And if you do have the game happening, please maybe split screen us. I know there's probably millions tuning into the World Juniors, and well, I understand that my broadcast will take a hit as this puck is up in the Minto 81's blue line. It'll be given away, though, and Mike Johnstone's going to throw it in. Alexander played it out, but Fraz intercepts. He has a man! Good save, Ben Nelson. That one off with the stick of Brent McDermott, number 27. Warren had it stripped away. Johnstone with it again. Centers. It's going to come to the line to Chad Jones. Shoots. Off a body, still loose. Jones is going to keep this in at the line. Shot there. Deflected away. Fraz tried to center. Minto there in response, and they're going to get it ahead. Adam Lagazzo, number 47, playing forward today. He's going to bring it in across the line. The forward Shelburne Muskie. He'll go to the center, the front of the net, and it's played in deep. This will be played back to the line. Minto controlling in the Winterhawk zone as Willis could try to keep it in at the line and did. Now it's going to be Hellier in behind the net. He's got Jones. He'll give it to him. 4-44, and he's got it now. Johnstone tips it out, and this is going to go all the way down the ice for an icing call against the Winterhawks. Faceoff's going to come back in the Winterhawk zone. Like I say, packed house here in Saugeen Shores at the Plex in Port Elgin. Andrew Rodgers on the play-by-play with you. Great to be here. Like I say, packed house on minor hockey night. There's a shot blocker side. It just missed. Tried to get it out. Willis couldn't keep it in, and now back to get it is Brendan Clayton, number 27, former Listowel Cyclone. He'll play it ahead. You can say that a lot about a lot of these Minto 81 guys. They used to play for Listowel Cyclones. That's because they're only like 10 minutes away. This puck is ahead, and Lightfoot dumps it in. He'll go after it. Into the corner. Willis takes him in. It's going to come loose. McIsaac on the boards, plays it ahead. And it's going to get to the line no further. Now Willis again. He'll try and skate it out and does. Gets to center, dumps it in, takes a hit. Back to get it is Nick Quaid, who makes his return from retirement. Number 19, Nick Quaid. Good to see him. Talked to him on Christmas Day, and he's pumped. But this, what a save from Fritsch. Big stop there from Clayton Fritsch as he's feeling it early on with that stop. And now Minto, they're going to strip this puck and bring it back in across the line. They go to the net. No shot there as it went through Fritsch's crease and out the other way. Now it's Saugeen Shores across center. Fegan dumps it in, goes to the bench. Early on here in the first, still scoreless, but good chances, and Fritsch has been solid. Up the wall, it's going to be played ahead. And now it's going to be sent back in, and in across the line is Cribben. Puts it to Butchert. Fritsch makes the save, rebound. Still loose. And now it's going to be played out by the Winterhawks, Spencer Sutter. He'll play it in. Sutter going in after it, number 21. Joined there by Fitzsimmons, who's wearing 25 tonight. This will be played out by Minto, and they're going to bring it in across the line. Here's Cribben. Shoots, save, Fritsch, and he hangs on. Face-off here upcoming in the first period to the left-hand side of Clayton Fritsch. Caleb Warren, the Minto captain, going to take this face-off. It's controlled by Saugeen Shores as Lagazzo's in there on the forecheck. Going to be picked up, though, by Saugeen Shores. They're going to play this to the line and out. Here's Miles McLean bringing it ahead on the backhand. Stops up, shoots. Nelson kicks it away into the corner. There's Justin Donnelly. He throws it wide. McLean going to pick it up in the corner. McLean down low. Plays it to Marlowe, who plays it to Donnelly. It's on the back of the net. They fight for it there, and Hellier's going to pick it up. Hellier had McLean. Now he gets it to him. McLean fires off a stick and out of play. This one's going to stay in the Minto zone after it was deflected out of play. Great to see Ben Nelson. Haven't seen Ben in a long time. I saw him briefly when he was playing for the Stratford Fighting Irish in the Washel or Oshel, I can't remember at the time. But Ben now making his return to Minto and playing his first game back with the organization that he played with back in 1920, and former Wingham Ironman Ben Nelson. Winterhawks control in the Minto zone. This is Marlowe. He gets pinched off. That's Stephen Gibson, number 6 on the check. Winterhawks keeping this puck in. It's to the line now. It's out. Good job there by Rob White. As Warren picks the puck up, he'll bring it across the line. Warren shoots wide glove hand side. Here's Lagazzo playing it down low to Warren. Caleb Warren, also a former Listowel Cyclone. Down low to Peyton McIsaac. To the line, it's out of the reach, but it's kept in by Minto. Now this is Todd Hellier with it. He'll play it up and out of play. Well, close to out of play, and almost too many men for Saugeen Shores. That was dangerously close at the blue line. Now to be played ahead and tipped in. Now it's going to be Chad Jones with it in his own end. He'll play it ahead to Johnstone. He'll tip it in. Johnstone will go in after it with Andy Fraz. Johnstone and Fraz as they get it to the middle. No shot there on Nelson, and it's out. Look out, what a hit! Good body check there from Chad Jones as they come in across the line. And McIsaac puts it off a stick and out of play. Big body check there from Chad Jones, number 44.
He's a big boy.
You don't want to get in the way of him, that's for sure. As this face-off is going to be in the Saugeen Shores zone. Back to the line to Clayton, he keeps it in. James McKegg will ring it around the boards, but Minto able to pinch it off there. Now it's going to be Fraz, he'll play it out nicely. And here's Brent McDermott. McDermott up the ice. He'll put it in on Nelson, he makes a shoulder save and it's to the corner. I don't think he saw where that bounded off to, but he got a piece. McDermott on the backhand puts it to the line. Here's a shot from McKegg. Made it through, and Nelson made a good save. They battle for it in the Minto zone. It's going to come to the line. Now it's going to be Minto bringing it out. They're in across the line. 2-on-2 and a switch off and a good save by Fritsch. That off of Blair Butcher at number 25. Or Chase Herford, I'm sorry. Also a former Listowel Cyclone. This is ahead. Donaldson with Lightfoot, and they get thwarted there, and it's back into the neutral zone. Now it's Donaldson with it. He's at center. He'll fire it in. Nelson going to stop it and hang on. We're going to get a face-off in the Minto zone with 12:54 to go here in the first. We are live on YouTube at the Rio Raji 21. Great to have you alongside. One of 5 in the OEHL tonight. 3 in the south in this one, and Lucknow is in Ripley to take on the Wolves. That starts at 7 o'clock. Minto into the Winterhawks zone with it. This is back to the line, Alexander. He makes a move. Passes across. Oh, it was fanned on by Aiden Yard. He had a chance, but he couldn't get control of it. Gibson puts it across. Kept in by Minto's Alexander. He throws it into Yard. Yard, number 16. On the backhand. Comes out. Shoots. Wide glove hand side. It'll be up the boards. Fegan trying to get this puck out. Now it's out and into the Minto zone. Back to get it is Minto in their own end. Gibson. He'll lose it though as Donaldson was in there on the forecheck. Gets it back though and plays it across to Alexander. Alexander plays it to center and they'll shoot it into the Winterhawks zone. Now it'll be played out and Warren throws it back to Willis. Willis has it again. He fell, but he got it up the boards. Now it'll be played in. Pinched off there was the Minto player. That was number 19. That was Craig McKegg. Minto with the puck now. Backhand toward the net. Deflected away. They battle for it along the boards, and Sutter's going to pick it up. He'll leave it for Hellier. Hellier plays it across. It was off the skate of an official and almost bounded in front of the Winterhawk net. It'll be played to the line and out. Over is Willis. Willis going to take a skate, bring it in across the line. To the middle, look out. That was a dangerous play by Willis. He almost got hit for his trouble there. Lagazzo on the boards, plays it to the line. This is Verbeek. Puts it to Willis, shoots wide. Maybe intentionally, we're looking for the bounce. Centering pass, picked off. It's still loose. And it'll be played by Marlowe. He took a body check, couldn't get the puck out. Be kept in by Minto, good pressure. Hellier now picks it up in behind the net, gets away from a forecheck and plays it into the middle. Sutter, he took a spill across the blue line. Kept control, threw it into the Minto zone. There's Marlowe on the forecheck. He's in behind the net centers. He had Donnelly, but he couldn't get a shot away. Now it comes loose. Shot blocked wide It hit somebody in front and went just wide. Jones trying to keep it in. Put toward the net, doesn't reach Nelson. It'll be played out by Minto, and they're going to skate it to center and throw it in. 10:20 to go here in the first, still scoreless. Packed house here in Saugeen Shores. It'll be played across to Gibson. Gibson going to fire it ahead to Owen Torrey. Look out! Little bit of a knee on knee there, and they're going to call that. And if it's not kneeing, it's tripping, and that'll be the call. Jones got his man coming through center and caught him maybe skate on skate, maybe an accidental trip. Either way, it's a penalty against Saugeen Shores, and Minto will get the first power play of the game as we approach the halfway mark of the first. Face off to the left of Clayton Fritsch. It'll be tied up by Minto, and they'll bring it back to Gibson. Gibson will walk the line, get to the middle. Plays it across to Cribben. Back to Gibson. Shoots! Oh, his stick exploded, but Fritsch able to rebound to make that save. That's an expensive night for Stephen Gibson. Maybe, I don't know. Could be. I hear those sticks are expensive. Maybe. I don't want to speculate that hard. Face off in the Minto or Saugeen Shores zone as Minto controls on this power play. We're past the halfway mark in the first, still scoreless. Minto on the power play. They fight for it in the corner. Nick Quaid, just out of retirement, is on this penalty kill alongside James McKegg. A couple of OGs for the Winterhawks. Puck up the boards. It's kept in by Minto. Alexander plays it in the middle. No shot yet as Yard couldn't get a shot away, and Fraz plays it to Johnstone. They give it away, though, and now it's Chase Herford. He'll play it across. This is Cribben into the middle to Herford. He tried to get a backhand, just went wide, and now it'll be fired to the line. Kept in. Cribben's got it for Minto. Plays it across. Gibson puts it across. Here's a move by centering pass, just was fanned on, and it'll be sent all the way down the ice. Good chance there for Minto, but they couldn't get the shot away. Gibson's got a new twig, and he's in behind the net of Ben Nelson. Gibson plays it across. Minto brings it up the ice and into the Winterhawk zone. This will be played to the middle, out of the reach of Willis. He'll switch spots with Lagazzo, natural defenseman. Lagazzo throws it across. Will quarterback this power play. Gets it at the blue line, plays it over to Keaton Willis. Willis shoots, and rebound, scores! On the power play, it's the captain, Caleb Warren. And the Minto 81s strike first. They're up 1-0. Initial shot from number 55, Riley Cribben, and it's number 81, Caleb Warren on the rebound. Makes it 1-0 Minto with 8:31 to go here in the first. And for Caleb Warren, that's goal number 5 on the season. This will be played back by the Winterhawks, and White will throw it ahead to Fegan, who will throw it into the Minto 81 zone. Donaldson there on the forecheck, couldn't get there. Lightfoot looking for it. It'll be out of his reach, and Minto's going to skate it out. Over to Lagazzo. Lagazzo in across the zone. Played it off a skate. This will be Warren now with it. He'll play it in deep. It'll be picked up, though, by Saugeen Shores, and they'll throw it out of the zone. Back to get it is Clayton for Minto. He's checked down by Mike Fegan. He went into the boards hard. He is slow to get up. That looked like it hurt a lot. And he's still slow to get up, and now he's going to get off. I thought the ref was going to blow the whistle there, but they chose not to. He gets off. He's in some discomfort. Fegan with it. Shoots. Save. Nelson. Rebound. And Nelson has it. Referee in perfect position, and he'll whistle it down. Boy, Brendan Clayton took a wicked bump into the end boards, and hopefully he's all right for the shorthanded Minto 81s. Shorthanded by not many bodies is what I meant, just for clarification's sake. 7:34 to go here in the first period. Minto leads 1-0. Caleb Warren on the power play gives the 81s the lead. Jones shoots through traffic into the corner. Didn't reach Ben Nelson. Donnelly with Miles McLean in behind the net fighting for it as Alexander takes Donnelly in. And he'll get penalized for that. And I bet you they'll call it boarding on this play. Yep. So it's going to be boarding against Alexander, and the Winterhawks get a chance to even this thing up as they go to the man advantage. One nothing Minto 81s on a Caleb Warren power play goal, his 5th of the season. But now Minto shorthanded as the Winterhawks get their first power play of the game. Donnelly to take this face-off. In the skates, and the linesman goes down. Normally the fans cheer louder for that. Hellier at the line, puts it across to Miles McLean. He's got Hellier as an option, keeps it. Puts it back to Hellier now. He'll put it across to McDermott. McDermott fires it across. He was looking for McLean. It hopped over his stick. Back to Hellier at the line. He'll put it over to McLean, who's got room. Shoots! Just missed! Boy, that did not miss by much on the glove side. Fegan. Back to the line to Hellier. Oh, intercepted there by McDermott. McDermott shoots! Oh, he just missed! I don't know if that hit the post or the knob of Ben Nelson's stick. But either way, it stayed out. Now back to McLean. Puts it across. Hellier. Hellier back to McLean. McLean, McDermott. It was over his stick. Into the corner. McDermott gets bodied. Here's a centering. Good save. Nelson. He got across to that post quickly. Good job by the Winterhawks on this power play. They're all over it. Hellier now. He doesn't shoot. He puts it to McLean. They're switching spots like crazy at the line. McLean down low. It's been all Winterhawks on this power play so far. In behind the net is Donnelly. Donnelly looking to Hellier. Hellier, no shot yet. There it is. Shoots, saved by Nelson. Ben Nelson been big on this penalty kill. 35 left in it. It's basically been in the Minto 81 zone the whole time. Here's a shot. Just missed glove side. Back to Hellier. Hellier walks the line. 24 left in the power play. Down low to McDermott. McDermott to McLean. Shoots, save, rebound. It went out the other way. Hellier keeps it in. Now it's to Fegan. 12 seconds left in the power play. To Donnelly. Shoots. Another save by Nelson. 5 seconds left. It's still in the Minto zone. Back to Fegan. We're back to even strength. And Nelson has it. Unbelievable from Minto. Holy. Stick taps for Ben Nelson on that penalty kill. Holy smokes. There was all Winterhawks there. And even though they don't score on the man advantage, they got a ton of momentum from that, you would imagine, as they win this faceoff. Here's Lightfoot. In behind the net on the backhand. He gets it stripped away, and Minto trying to get out of the zone. Warren got tied up with Lightfoot. It's out. Now it's up to ahead to McKegg. He's in across the line. Craig McKegg, number 19, plays it in deep. Bodies flying on the boards. Warren centering, pass, shot, and Clayton Fritsch able to get in the way of that, and it's off the netting and out of play. Holy. When you don't face a shot for a while, when the first one comes in, you can look a little bit awkward on it. And that's exactly how Clayton Fritsch just looked. Little awkward, but he made the save either way. Face off here to the left of Clayton Fritsch. It's stripped there. Herford puts it across the crib and he puts it off the crossbar. Good chance there, but it hit the crossbar and stayed out. Minto trying to keep this puck in. They do. Herford shoots, goals! Oh! I thought it was for sure glove saved by Fritsch. He got a piece anyway and kept that puck out. Man, that was going to be highlight reel if he made that save. That would have been my best call all year. I was ready. This to be played in by the Winterhawks. 4:12 to go here in the first. 1-0 Minto. Riley Cribben plays it across into the far side and into the Minto Winterhawk zone. This will be played across to Quaid. He'll backhand it ahead to Spencer Sutter. Sutter across center, puts it over. Fitzsimmons. He plays it back to Quaid, shoots, just missing on the glove hand side. Minto 81s have it in their zone. Sorry about that, folks. Just being bothered. McIsaac, as this will be played around by Caleb Morrison and Nick Quaid. It'll be played ahead now, and Keegan Angel after it, but he won't get there, and it'll be an icing call against Saugeen Shores. 1-0 Minto lead on a Caleb Warren power play goal that made it a 1-0 game. And now it's face off here in the Winterhawks zone. Be controlled by Minto. Shot there from the line, went off the side of the net on the backhand, or on the blocker hand side. This will be fired out, and I think this one might get in on Nelson. No. Icing call against the Winterhawks. Face-off will come back in the Winterhawks zone. Clayton Fritsch, the starting goaltender for the Winterhawks, 6-3-1 on the season. He is opposed by number 1, Ben Nelson of Minto, who is making his first start of the season. Battle for it there on the boards in the Winterhawks zone as Morrison plays it around. Nick Quaid, he'll look ahead, fire it to Sutter. He'll bring it up the ice. Cross center, dumps it into the Minto zone. They'll go in after it. Sutter out there with Marlowe and Donnelly, I believe, or excuse me, that's Fitzmaurice. Or Fitzsimmons. Now it's Willis. He'll bring it ahead for Minto. He plays it across, good pass. And across the line, Minto comes. There's a shot on Fritsch. He dumps it to the corner. Willis on the forecheck, back to Warren at the line. Puts it in the middle. There's a shot just wide off of Gibson. Stephen Gibson with the shot from the line, number 6. To be stripped away, though, by the Winterhawks. And Donnelly, he gets hacked down. No call there as the play goes into the Minto zone. Nelson out to play it. Gives it to Marlowe. Shoots. It's still loose. Nelson with the save. It'll trickle wide. A little bit of an adventure there. Here's a save by Nelson off of Donnelly, and it'll be whistled down. Ben Nelson a little adventurous out of the net, and he almost got caught, but was able to recoup in time to make the save. 2:03 to go now here in the first period. Minto clinging to a 1-0 lead. This will be one back, and Hellier at the line. Puts the shot in wide purposely, but Nelson found that off the backboards. Donnelly into the corner against Cribben on the forecheck. They battle for it in front of Nelson for positioning as Marlowe goes into the corner for a check. This will be played ahead. Minto going to skate it out, and Yard's going to tip it into the Winterhawks zone. They'll go after it. Hellier, he loses it. Yard couldn't get a shot away. Herford, he got it stripped away by Hellier, and he'll play it ahead. To the line, it does come out. Hellier's going to grab it and cross center. Hellier had it stripped away. It's out of the zone. Now it's back to Jones. Jones into the middle of the McDermott. He loses it to Herford. Chase Herford in across the line. He gets hauled down. Now it's Cribben on the backhand. Put it into the middle. It's centering. And that one hit a back-checking Andy Fraz, or it would have been in the back of the net. Here's Fraz. He's bringing it out of the zone. He'll come in across the line. Fraz to the backhand, puts it to McDermott. We're in the final minute of what has been an entertaining first period. Fraz trying to get to the middle, puts it to Jones. Jones, shot! Saved by Nelson, the rebound there. Backhand to the middle. Hit the back of the net and stayed no further as Johnstone and his man battled in front. Winterhawks controlling, 40 seconds left in the first. Back to Jones. Jones shoots, it's off a body, but he keeps it in. McDermott across. Here's a blast from the line. Pad save Nelson. It's going to be turned and fired out of the zone. Nelson gets a glove on it, no icing. Fritsch leaves it there, 22 left. Jones gets it in his zone. Winterhawks going to try and push for one more chance here as Fegan throws it in. Donaldson on the forecheck. He can't get there though. And it'll be played to the line. Jones. He can't shoot it. Trying to keep it in. Does. Donaldson with a chance, shoots, save Nelson. And with 3.3, it'll be whistled down. Chance hit the horn, but Ben Nelson been really good here in the first period for Minto. Like I say, 3.3 left here in the first. One more face-off here, and they whistle it down. Now they'll do this face-off here. It'll be tied up at the center and thrown to the corner boards. And that will do it. 20 minutes are in the books here in Saugeen Shores. The Minto 81s lead 1-0 on a Caleb Warren power play goal. We'll be back for period 2 in a little while. You're watching live OEHL hockey at the Real Rodgers 21. We'll be back in a little bit for period 2. Stick around, everyone. Live on YouTube, it's OEHL hockey from the Plex in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada, for today's OEHL North Division matchup between the 5-4-1 Minto 81s and the 9-3-2 Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. Merry Christmas, everybody, and also through association, Happy New Year as well. It's live OEHL hockey from Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. All right, everybody, welcome back in for period 2 here at the Plex in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. It's a North Division clash between the two-time defending OEHL champs, the Minto 81s, and the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. Minto leading 1-0. They had a power play goal in the first period, courtesy of number 81, the captain, Caleb Warren. It was his 5th of the season, and that stakes the 81s to a 1-0 lead as we start period 2. Goalies look pretty sharp. Clayton Fritsch, sharp when called upon. And number 1, Ben Nelson, just absolutely stellar in the crease for the Minto 81s through 20 minutes. As we get set, like I say, to start period 2 here at the Plex in Port Elgin. Andrew Rodgers with you at the Real Rodgy 21. Great to be alongside. Hopefully you're streaming both us and the Team Canada World Junior game against Latvia. Solid game there yesterday against Czech Republic. I believe that's who they played. Looked real good anyway. That game went back and forth to the wire, and Canada victorious. But in our game, Minto 1-0 lead over the Winterhawks as we play here in the second period. Centering pass off stick and into the corner. Marlowe after it there. Gives it to McLean, goes to the net. Can't get the pass back. It's off the boards and out of the zone. Here's Riley Cribben. He brings it up the ice. Stops on the boards, takes a check, puts it in deep. He'll go to the front of the net. Back to the line of Keaton Willis. He'll fire it in. This is going to come to Chase Herford. Rob White trying to get the puck out. Hellier now. It was in some skates, but Hellier gets a bounce, but it's kept in by Minto. This puck is in deep. Backhand there to Yard. He couldn't get a shot away, and Saugeen Shores is going to bring this puck up the ice. Miles McLean across the line, puts it across, looking for Hellier, and it's going to bound out of the zone. Herford puts it ahead. McKegg shoots, save by Fritsch. Rebound! Clayton put it on deck, and Fritsch made a couple of saves. And it'll be coming across. Lagazzo couldn't get there first, and it'll be played out to Donnelly. Donnelly goes wide, shoots. Just missed the net of Ben Nelson. Kept in by Saugeen Shores, but now Minto's going to skate this puck out. Lagazzo picks it up. Former Shelburne Muskie and Creemore Coyote to the net. Stopped by Fritsch. He'll keep it out. Minto trying to regain control in the zone. They do. Caleb Warren, the goal scorer. Centers across. Out the other way, and McDermott picks it up for Saugeen Shores. He'll bring it ahead. McDermott in across the line, goes wide. Looks to the net, tried to get it there. It went wide and all the way down the ice. Teams with the long change here in the second period as Fritsch holds it there. And he'll have to wait for Jones. Jones picks it up, looks for a man, and he'll play it across. Here's McKegg. That's up the boards and into the neutral zone. Lightfoot trying to get there, and it's in across the line. Donaldson! Oh, he fired that, and it was just after the whistle. Everything looks to be kosher, and we'll get a whistle. Trevor Donaldson coming across the line, made a move and put his teammate offside, and then let the shot go, thinking it was onside, and went over the net. Face off there, going to be in the feet, and Donaldson's going to turn and fire it into the Minto zone. Back to Jordan Alexander, number 12 of Minto. He'll turn and bring it up the ice. Plays it across center, and into the zone is McIsaac, puts it to Alexander. No shot yet, he's pressured there, and that's into the netting and out of play. It'll stay in the Saugeen Shores zone. This is where the faceoff will come up here in the second period. Still 1-0 Minto. First game for any team after the Christmas holiday. 1 of 5 in the OEHL tonight. Next one gets underway at 7 o'clock. It's also in the north. Lucknow traveling to Ripley to take on the Ripley Wolves. Here's a shot off the faceoff. Good save, Fritsch. That one off the stick of Torrey, number 9. It'll be played ahead. In across the line they come. Keegan Angel, former Minto 81. Gives it to Sutter. Try to play it back to Angel. Does. Centering pass. Sutter shoots just wide. He kind of fanned on that. Didn't get all of it. Torrey on the boards. They can't get it any further than that. It's kept in, and now it's going to be played out by Verbeek. He'll play it across to Cribben. Cribben tried to fire it. He had a man at the line. Here's a shot by Clayton, just wide. Gibson trying to keep it in. Fitzsimmons on the board, plays it out. This will be played across, and now it's Clayton, number 27. He'll play it across. Gibson to Clayton. Clayton up to Cribben, into the middle, good pass to Herford. Look out, he dipsy doodles around Jones, centering the yard! And it stays out. Fritsch had that go through him and out the other side. Boy, that was close. And this one's going to be an icing call against Saugeen Shores. Man, Chase Herford, a little bit of magic going through the neutral zone there. And Chad Jones almost ended his life with a hit that he just missed. But Chase Herford, boy, those Sutherland Cup teams for Listowel, he was right at the forefront. Him and Holden Lansick, formerly of the C4 Centenaires as well. Now it's back to the line. Clayton shoots, good save, Fritsch, and he'll hang on. Got to see Ryan Fisk as well, head coach. Well, one of the coaches of the Minto 81s. Haven't seen him in a long time, probably about 2020 or so. And just great to see him. Looks like he's doing really great. And yeah, got to really know him well in 2019, 2020. As this puck is into the corner off the stick, into the Minto zone. Saugeen Shores going to try and come up with it. Marlowe in the corner. Plays it down low for Donnelly. It was intercepted. And Aiden Yard's going to turn and fire it out of the zone. And now it's going to be a 2-on-1. And across the line. Oh, Cribben couldn't get there. It was just out of his reach, or he had to tap in. Miles McLean up the ice. Over to Donnelly. McLean going to the net. Marlowe! Stopped by Nelson. Nicely executed 3-on-2. And Marlowe just put it off of Nelson's blocker. And the puck is out. Here's Caleb Morrison. He's going to grab it and throw it across. He also used to play for Minto. McLean fires off a stick just wide. Nelson's going to grab it on the side of the net, or at least he tried. Marlowe trying to get a shot, and it's loose, and now it'll be held by Nelson. Chances at both ends, but it remains a 1-0 game for Minto. 15-14 to go here in the second period. Face off here to the left-hand side of Ben Nelson. This will be one back, and Willis is going to throw it around. Here comes Minto out of the zone. Warren going to bring it up the ice. He's the Minto goal scorer. He goes wide and into the corner. Battled there with Rob White, former Ripley Wolf. Now it's Fraz playing it back to Hellier, also former Ripley Wolf. It's going to be played by Johnstone to Andy Fraz. Fraz plays it ahead to McDermott. Fraz going to the net. He gets the pass. He's into the corner against Willis. Big body check there down low by Keaton Willis, number 44. This will be played off a shin guard, but not out yet. Fraz gets hauled down. They still have control. White at the line shoots. Trying to get it through traffic. Can't. McDermott trying to get a shot away. Couldn't get one, and Warren's going to fire this out of the zone. This is going to be no icing, though. Oh, now it is. Sorry. Excuse me. I thought they said no, but White touches up for the icing call, and it'll come all the way back into the Minto zone. Minor hockey night here at the Plex in Port Elgin. Great crowd on hand as well. This will be played in to Donaldson. He's in behind the net. He fights for it there against Alexander. He comes up with the puck. Into the middle, Fegan stopped by Nelson, point blank, what a save. He read that play perfectly. Mike Fegan alone in the slot. He doesn't get there often for a point blank shot like that, and he doesn't miss often either. But what a save from Ben Nelson. 14-11 to play here in the first, or second. It's 1-0 Minto. Face off to the left of Nelson. Winterhawks with a golden chance to tie it there. Ben Nelson making the save on Mike Fegan. Rob White puts it across to Hellier. He shoots off a stick. Nelson makes a save, rebound. He gets across for that too. Donaldson had him at his mercy, but he fanned on it. It was kind of a knuckler into Nelson. But Nelson makes the save, and it's still 1-0. Boy, that was another golden chance there for the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks, as Donaldson had the tying goal on his stick. Nelson gets across, though, to be there in time and keeps the puck out. Nelson making an adjustment for his equipment, and we're ready to go here. Face off in the Minto zone. This will be tipped into the corner, and Torrey's going to get it for Minto. He'll play it all the way out into the neutral zone. Back to get it is Hellier over to White. White's going to put it ahead to Fegan. Fegan in across the line, makes a move. Tries to shoot off a stick and into the corner. McIsaac, he had it stripped away by White, who goes in after it. Now it's going to be McIsaac again. He'll give it away, though, and Fegan at the line. Took a shot, and now it's out of the zone. Fegan's going to have to come back with it and put it across to Hellier. Hellier across to Fegan. Fegan trying to play it away from Torrey, who puts the pressure on for Minto. Strips the puck, gives it away, though, and here comes Donaldson up the ice. Donaldson in across the line. Tries to put it towards Nelson, and Hellier's there on the forecheck. He was trying to go to the net for the pass across. Now Minto bringing it out of the zone. Clayton ahead. Torrey puts it in. He'll go to the bench. Back to get it there is Donnelly, and he'll start up with a head of steam. Out of his own end. Across center he goes. Number 8, Justin Donnelly to the backhand. Saved by Nelson. Rebound! Save Nelson again. Rebound scores! Miles McLean! The third time's a charm! And the Winterhawks are on the board. It's 1-1. And the crowd at the Plex loves it. Their captain delivers. It's Miles McLean with the goal. It's 1-1 with 12:52 to go. So both captains on the board for their respective clubs, and we're knotted at 1. Face off there, won by Minto. Keaton Willis going to skate it across center, throw it right in on Fritsch, and he's going to hang on to that. The captain puts the Winterhawks on the board, and we're tied at 1 here in the second period. The 5-4-1 Minto 81s and the 9-3-2 Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. They are in 3rd and 6th respectively, as this whistle or this faceoff is going to have to be done again. Face off here to the left of Clayton Fritsch. One back by the Winterhawks, and they'll play it up the boards. He played up to Fraz. Yard steps into him and knocks him off the puck. McLean with the goal. Look out! Thank God there's netting there. Marlowe and Donnelly on the assist from McLean, on McLean's goal that ties this game at 1, and we're going to get a face-up outside the Minto blue line. Face off there, one back, and no icing as Fritsch is out to play this. Riley Cribben on his tail. Puts it over to Jones. Jones looking to get it out to the line, and Herfort's going to take it down. Herfort has it now in his own end, plays it into the middle. Going to come out. McDermott, he takes a big check. As he goes down, as Yard has the puck on the boards. McDermott trying to steal. Yard throws it in. Minto trying to get there first. Willis puts it ahead. Look out, Yard again! And it's just bounded wide. Willis has it down low. Fires wide of the blocker side. Jones has it, and he'll skate it out. Puts it over to Johnstone. He'll bring it in. Across the Minto blue line. Shoots. Save Nelson. And he'll hang on. Johnstone and Willis come together. A little size disadvantage there. Just a wee bit. 11:44 now to play in the second period. We're knotted at 1. Face off here to the right of Ben Nelson. Back to get it is Brendan Clayton. He'll give it away though to Lightfoot. In the middle, Donaldson couldn't get the shot away. Minto going to skate this puck out. Gibson crosses center, brings it into the Winterhawks zone. She scores! Stephen Gibson, number 6, fires it high, blocker. And Minto restores the lead. It's 2-1. What a blast from number 6. Kind of a nothing play there as he was just trying to get the puck on net, and it found its way past Clayton Fritsch's blocker, and it restores the Minto lead. It's 2-1. As we have 11:31 now to play here in period 2. And Stephen Gibson scores for Minto to restore their 1-goal lead. Brendan Clayton now has it for Minto. He'll take it in his own end and play it ahead to McKeag. Gives it away. Quaid throws it ahead. It'll be tipped in. Gibson's going to have to come back for this. In on the forecheck, strong is the Winterhawks, but they lose control of the puck. Now to be played to the line. McLean intercepts, shoots it off the end boards. Marlowe in there. Tried to center. McLean now in pursuit, but Warren picks it up for Minto. McLean there, gets it. Trying to get it to the middle. Now to Donnelly puts it in the middle. Morrison going to play it into the corner. Donnelly after it. Him and that was Clayton battling. Here's a centering pass, and that's going to come out of the zone. Big collision there between Donnelly and Warren. Back in the Winterhawks zone. Morrison's got it. He'll play it across. This is to Quaid. Puts it ahead. It's out of the zone. Johnstone's going to bring it across center. Plays it across. McDermott trying to play it in deep. Does. Still has it. Shoots. Save Nelson. And he'll hang on. Good save by Ben Nelson through traffic there. And he'll hold on. We have 10:21 to go in period 2. Minto 81s leading 2-1. Face off there, controlled by the Winterhawks. They'll play it down low. Keaton Willis with it, number 44, plays it up the boards. It's to the line, kept in though by the Winterhawks. McDermott had it stripped away, but White picks it up. He'll shoot. Good save, Nelson. He stretched across for that. Now it's in behind the net. Willis is going to get there in the corner, plays it up. Minto going to bring this into the Winterhawks zone, but is it going to be enough for icing? Yes. And unfortunately, that puck was played down the ice from the Minto side of center, and it's an icing call against the 81s. 9:55 to go here in period number 2. 81s leading 2-1. Into the corner now. Fegan tried to play it in front. Willis intercepted. It's still in behind the net to Fegan again. Donaldson has it this time. Centering pass. White plays it in low. And Willis has it. He'll play it ahead. McIsaac going to pick it up. He was pressured there from behind. It's kept in. Fegan has the room. Oh, he missed. I think that hit the body in front there. Here's another shot. Centering pass. Still loose, but no shot on Nelson. And the net is off as Nelson goes down awkwardly. And now we get a bit of a pile up here in front of Nelson, and that's the concern right now is for the Minto goaltender. He went down really awkwardly on that collision, but he looks to be okay. Looked like he kind of got pushed backwards, and that's kind of an awkward spot for a goalie with all that equipment on. But he looks to be all right. .9:21 to go here in period number 2. Minto leading 2-1, and there's a face-off coming up in the Minto 81 zone. Face-off here to the right-hand side of Nelson. Spencer Sutter able to win it back, but he split the D, and it's out of the zone. Hellier plays it up to Sutter. He'll throw it in and go in after it. Puck in deep. Nelson out to play it. He'll throw it around to Riley Cribben. He tried to get the puck out. It was intercepted, though. Now it's played in deep. Keegan Angel battling for it in behind the net. Centering pass off a stick to the line. It's out. And now it'll be played out by Minto. Hellier's going to grab it for Saugeen Shores. Ahead to Angel. In across the line he comes. Shoots! Just missed, glove hand side. Fitzsimmons was there for a rebound if necessary. Now McKeag off the bench picks it up, plays it across. Spencer Sutter throws it to Hellier. Todd Hellier brings it across to Sutter. Sutter in to the outside. He's in the corner, still has it. Centering! Shot there! Off a stick. Gibson getting in the way of that, and look out. That one I thought was going to go into the Winterhawk bench. McKeag across center. And he'll dump it into the Minto zone. Marlowe after it against Alexander, throws a hit. McKeag trying to keep it in. It's in the middle to be played out by Minto. Here comes Riley Cribben, former Mount Forest Patriot. He goes into the corner, battling for it there. Jones strips him. Look out! Almost too many men for Minto. Willis back in his own end. Played it to the line. Marlowe trying to get there. Can't. Warren picks it up. He'll play it across. Out of the reach. Clayton ahead to Lagazzo. Lagazzo in the corner. He takes a body check as him and Jones get tied up. Now it'll be played by Donnelly. Look out! Willis with a big check on Donnelly. As Donnelly goes in after it now in behind the net. It'll be picked up and stripped. Now it's Lagazzo at the line. Boy, Keaton Willis, he may be small, but boy, does he throw a thunderous check. Good save by Fritsch into the rebound just wide. Now it's McKeag. He loses it to Johnstone. He'll bring it ahead. Johnstone in across the line to the backhand. In around the net. Trying to find a man. Centering pass. Jones has it. Shoots! Save Nelson and it'll hang on. Chances at both ends. It's intense. It's great. I like it. Canada leading Latvia 1-0 in, they say, the second period. .703 here in the second period. Face-off in the Minto zone. This will be controlled by the Winterhawks as Morrison picks it up at the line. He'll shoot. And Nelson has it and he'll hang on. So yeah, well, that's fine. 1-0 for Canada in the second period over Latvia in World Juniors. As this puck is ahead, McIsaac tips it in. Morrison's got it now. He'll play it off the boards to McDermott. McDermott across the blue line, sends it down low. Nelson out to stop it there. He'll throw it around the boards. McDermott going to leave it there. Morrison at the line trying to keep it in and does a nice job of holding the line. And now it's going to get out. Quade's going to have to come back for Saugeen Shores, and it's an icing call, though, against Minto. The other North Division game gets underway in under an hour at the Ripley Huron Community Center between the Lucknow Lancers and the Ripley Wolves. 7 o'clock is the start time in that one. Ripley just an absolute wagon right now, as them and Durham have plus-minus differentials of almost 60. It's impressive. This one across to McIsaac, stopped by Fritsch. They battle for it down low in behind the net of Fritsch, and it's Quaid. He tried to play it out, and now he does. Good pass out to Fegan, but it's kept in by Minto. And this one's played out to Donaldson, who put it in the middle of Fegan. He tried to avoid a check and did. Gets into the corner, centering pass, nobody home. Minto right there. Now it's Torrey. He had Herford, but he couldn't get him the puck, and he'll just throw it into the Winterhawk zone. A way to get it is Alexander. He can't get there ahead of the check. And it's into the middle. Now it's going to be Morrison again. He'll put it up and out of the zone. This one's going to bounce, and it's Clayton with Donaldson on him. It's out of the zone now, and here comes Minto with a 3-on-2. They're in across the line. Yard puts it across the Cribben. Cribben shoots off a body. Went off a shin guard and into the corner. Cribben into the middle. Angel gets there, and Morrison's going to play this puck out. This will be played to the line. Now it's in across the line for Cribben. Backhand. He was looking for Herford. Couldn't get it there. Centering pass now to Willis. Shoots off a body. Doesn't reach Fritsch into the corner. Yard again. Trying to center. Good play by Sutter to get in the way of that, and he puts it in the netting. Out of play. Face-off going to remain in the Minto zone. .454 to go here in the second period. It's 2-1 Minto. Face-off there controlled by the Winterhawks, and it's going to be Fitzsimmons. He gets the puck out, and now it's all the way down to Nelson. Nelson's going to leave it there for Gibson. He has the lead, or the go-ahead goal right now as it stands currently. Warren scored the first for Minto. Gibson on the one that put them back in front. And this one's going to be played ahead to Donnelly. He'll throw it across to McLean, the goal scorer for Saugeen Shores. He loses it, and it's going to have to be played back by White. He'll throw it to Marlowe, tips it in. Back to get it is Willis. Marlowe takes him into the boards, but Willis shakes that check, and he'll bring it up the ice. Smooth skater is Keaton Willis, and he'll bring it in across the line. Shoots! Wide glove hand side. Now to be into the Minto zone. Back to get it is Clayton. And he'll bring it out. Clayton, he'll skate it all the way into the Saugeen Shores zone, go to the back end. Tried to put it across, and it just went out of the way. Fraz trying to get it out, can't. Warren has it for Minto. Stripped there, and it'll be played out to Donnelly. He'll cross center. He'll throw it in and go in after it. He'll go to the bench actually for a change instead. And now it'll be played out. There is Verbeek. He'll bring it in across the line. He takes a check. McKeag's got it. He'll throw it ahead. Now it'll go into the far corner. Gibson there. He'll play it in deep. This will be Hellier, though, with 3:10 to go. Hellier across. McKeag on the receiving end. He'll bring it ahead. Plays it ahead. Nice pass to Johnstone. Tried to go in and out of Gibson, but it was... Oh, there's a shot! And miraculously, Ben Nelson able to keep that puck out. What a chance there for number 11, Mike Johnstone. .257 to go here in the second period. Minto leads 2-1. Great crowd on hand here at the Plex in Port Elgin. Now is Jordan Alexander with it. He'll skate it out of his own end. Bring it in through center into the Winterhawks zone. Alexander had it stripped away by Lightfoot, and McKeag's going to pick it up. McKeag throws it around off a skate. Pressure there by Minto, trying to get control on it on the forecheck. Now it's played across to Jones. He had it stripped, and now he plays it ahead to Donaldson. Loses the puck, however. Back to the line, kept in. Here's a chance for Yard on the back end. Now he turns and fires, and that one's going to deflect out of play. Good pressure there by Minto. They cycle it around nicely, but puck is deflected out of play. Down to 2:22 to go now, and the Minto 81s continue to lead 2-1. What has been a very, very good hockey game between these two clubs. Excuse me. Face off there, going to be controlled by Saugeen Shores in their own end, and Marlowe's going to pick it up. He'll go for a skate. He'll go across center, and he'll go to the outside. Into the middle. Trailing is Hellier, and he couldn't get the shot away. It was blocked on delivery. Donnelly stopped by Nelson. Got a pad on it. And Minto able to get there defensively. Look out! This one, Riley Cribben was loose in behind the D, and now here's a chance for Donnelly. Donnelly elects to pass, and it was intercepted. Look out! And it stays out. Boy, that one almost snuck in behind Nelson. And we get some extracurriculars, of course, because why wouldn't we in senior hockey? Nelson able to keep that out.
He's moving it.
By the skin of his pants, he kept it out. Got to be lucky to be good, and good to be lucky. Nelson keeps it out, and we're 2-1 still for Minto. Good chance, though, for Justin Donnelly as he tried to bank that one in off of Nelson. 1:48 to go, face off in the Minto zone. Everybody on the Minto bench just grasping for their breaths at this point, as it is a short-handed group over there today. This will be played out, and McKeag's going to skate it ahead, puts it ahead to Lagazzo. Lagazzo goes around Hellier, centers, picked off there by Miles McLean. He throws it into the middle, though. Hellier's going to play it to McLean. McLean across, Donnelly. In across the line they come. McLean to the net. Turns and fires, and it's picked off by Gibson. Now to be played out by Minto, and it's McKeag. He comes in across the line, leaves for Lagazzo, and he didn't get all of that. Kind of fluttered that into the Winterhawk logo, and it'll be whistled down. .117 to go with the face-off here coming up in the Saugeen Shores zone to the right-hand side of Clayton Fritsch. This one's controlled by Minto, and it's going to be Yard trying to fire, but the linesman was right in his line of vision, and he couldn't get a good shot away. This will be played by Fraz. He'll turn in his own end and play it across to Jones. Chad Jones over to Fraz. He makes a move. Now it's going to come up to McDermott as we're in the final minute of period 2. Fraz trying to keep it in, can't. It's out of the zone. He'll have to regroup at center. Johnstone, he battles with Yard, gives the puck away, and here comes Herford. And across the line is Chase Herford off a stick and into the netting and out of play. Ever the electric, number 25, Chase Herford. Face-off coming up here in the Winterhawks zone. 42.7 left in the second period. Minto continuing to lead 2-1. Caleb Warren, Miles McLean scoring, the two captains, and then Stephen Gibson scoring the go-ahead goal that puts Minto at the 2-1 lead that they currently have. He'll shoot it in. Fritch out to stop it in behind his own net, plays it to McKegg. He throws it around to McDermott. He couldn't get there, and Gibson's got it. He'll play it across. Keaton Willis now against Johnstone, and he'll play it across. Look out. Lagazzo took a hit from Jones, two big boys. McKegg throws it up the ice, and this is going to go all the way down. And I believe we're going to get an icing call here. We are. And with 5.2, we're going to have one more face-off, I believe, and it's going to be in the Minto zone. Or, excuse me, the Saugeen Shores zone. Like I say, 5.2 to go here in the second. Caleb Warren stepping in for this face-off against Andy Fraz. It'll be one back and a couple seconds left, and Winterhawks are going to get this puck out. 40 minutes are in the books here at the Plex in Port Elgin. Minto 81s leading by a score of 2-1 as we play hockey here in the OEHL North Division, live on YouTube at the Real Rodgers 21. We'll be back for period 3 and beyond here at the Plex in Port Elgin. Andrew Rodgers with you at the Real Rodgers 21. We'll be back. Stick around, everyone. Live on YouTube, it's OEHL Hockey from the Plex in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada, for today's OEHL North Division matchup between the 5-4-1 Minto 81s and the 9-3-2 Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. Merry Christmas, everybody, and also through association, Happy New Year as well. It's live OEHL hockey from Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. All right, folks, welcome back in. We're at the Plex in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. This evening's OEHL North Division contest between the two-time defending champion Minto 81s and the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. Minto leading 2-1. Caleb Warren and Stephen Gibson scoring for Minto. Miles McLean scoring for the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. I can tell you as well that the Team Canada World Juniors are leading Latvia 1-0 as they head into the third period. Yeah, Andrew Rodgers with you live on YouTube at the Real Raji 21. Great to be here as we get set for period 3 with the 81s leading by 1. Minto have played a league low 10 times coming into the hockey game and need to make up a ton of games in a 20-game season with just over 4 weeks to play in the season, as that one's in on Nelson. He's going to hold on to it. Yeah, 4 more games in the OEHL today. As out of town, we got Lucknow traveling to Ripley. That one gets underway in about a half hour. And if they do get underway while we're still going, I'll make sure to keep you updated. Hellier keeps it in, shoots, that's off a skate. And it's going to be fired out by Minto. Here they come in across the line. Here's a blast, that goes into the corner. Hellier picks it up, plays it out. It's going to come to Marlowe. He'll turn and fire it across to Donnelly. Donnelly just below me here, and he'll throw it off to Yard, who picks it off for Minto, plays it back into the middle. Here's Herford, shoots, save. Fritsch, look out, it's still in the air! Where's the puck? Wow, that's some sorcery there from Clayton Fritsch. I thought for sure that was behind him. That was in the air for a long time. It's like I felt my breath stop. It doesn't happen often. Face off here in the Saugeen Shores zone after that one miraculously stays out of the net. And the Minto 81s continuing to lead 2-1 here as we play in the third. Face off one back, and Hellier's going to pick it up for Saugeen Shores. He'll play it ahead nicely. This is McDermott. He'll skate it across center. Tried to play it into the middle. It was intercepted though by Minto. Now here they come the other way. Lagazzo. He goes into the corner after it. This one's Lagazzo in the corner. Can't get there. Excuse me, Lagazzo back to the line. Kept in. Here's Willis. Shoots. Deflected away by Fritsch. Warren took his man down, kept the puck in. Minto strong on the puck all night long here at the Plex. Lagazzo to Warren. Warren looking for Lagazzo, gets it back to him. Lagazzo turns, takes it in the middle. No shot yet. It's still loose. Warren again. Lagazzo. How did that not get across? Warren was wide open. Sticks are flying everywhere out here. It's still in the zone. Shot, scores! Lagazzo on the backhand. And eventually it had to go in for Minto, and it does there as the Winterhawks can't get that puck out. And the Minto 81s make them pay, and they extend their lead. And Adam Lagazzo, former Shelburne Muskie, puts it home to give the Minto 81s some breathing room here. And they now lead it 3-1. That's a big goal, as Ben Nelson's been really strong in the Minto net, and Winterhawks need to get this one back. To be played across to Gibson. This is played ahead and into the Winterhawks zone as we approach 2 minutes into the third. Fegan's going to get it. So that's Lagazzo with the goal, number 47. Caleb Warren on the assist. This is played into the middle, almost intercepted by Saugeen Shores, but now it's Owen Torrey. Number 9, he'll play it in. McKegg's after it. He'll backhand it up the boards. It's kept in by Alexander. He throws it in the middle. Donaldson intercepts. Donaldson with Fegan, they couldn't corral on that 2-on-2. Kind of gave it away, and here comes the Minto 81s the other way. Verbeek. He goes in and around the net, still has it, plays it to the line to Willis. Willis shoots off a body, might have hit his teammate, and he'll go off. Alexander with the puck in his own end. Now Keegan Angel turns and fires it into the zone. Back to get it is Alexander. He'll turn and fire it out of his own end. Plays it to his man. In it across the line they come. Herford! Save Fritsch and he'll hang on. Good play. Give and go there to Herford. And Clayton Fritsch makes the save. Puck deep and Minto steals. Save Fritsch, and that's a beauty. And this is sent all the way down the ice. What a save by Clayton Fritsch there. Ho! He got over in a hurry, stuck that pad out, and made a big stop. That's a massive one if the Winterhawks can come back here. Big stop there as they keep this at a 2-goal lead for Minto. Face off here in the Winterhawks zone after that icing. Miles McLean picks it up. He'll play it up the boards. Minto able to get there, but now Donnelly trying to get this puck out. Minto keeps it in. Into the middle. Herford! Stopped by Fritsch. Rebound available there, and it's kept in by Minto. Yard. Trying to play it back to the line. Still has a good battle there with Nick Quaid. Into the middle now. Winterhawks pick it up, and McLean's going to skate it out. He'll cross and put it over to Donnelly into the corner. Donnelly to the middle, nobody home. Minto plays it up the boards. Yards fires it into the netting and we'll get a whistle. Faceoff is going to come up here in the Minto zone. Boy. Winterhawks have their work cut out for them as the time is going to be the biggest factor here. We're almost 4 minutes into period 3 and Minto has extended their lead courtesy number 47 Adam Lagazzo. Andy Fraz taking this faceoff from Saugeen Shores. McDermott puts it in low. Brendan Clayton plays it up to Yard. It's past him though. Hellier at the line. Makes a move, shoots! Glove saving a beauty from Nelson and he'll hang on. .53 to go here in period number 3. Face off one back, White shoots it toward the net. Backhand there, stopped by Nelson and kept out. And now it's up the boards and out of the zone. Fritsch is going to leave it there as Hellier comes back to play it. Winterhawks will settle in their own end to try and bring this puck up the ice. Be played across to McDermott. McDermott at his own blue line will bring it past center. Tries to take it in himself. It's offside at the line. Little bit of miscommunication there. Gets kind of crossed up, and it's an offside call for Saugeen Shores. And we have Minto leading 3-1 with 15:22 to go. Face off outside the Minto blue line. This will be one ahead. Donaldson has a chance. Oh, he just missed. And the net is off. Boy, Ben Nelson got across and Donaldson had him beat. That might have caught the post. What a chance for 63, Trevor Donaldson, to get the Winterhawks within 1. What a chance. Face off here in the Minto zone. In the feet, Donaldson gets it loose. White at the line, shoots through traffic. Nelson able to stop it and hang on. 15:07 now to go. Here in the third period, Minto leading 3-1. Adam Lagazzo, the latest goal scorer for Minto. Lightfoot into the middle, intercepted by Clayton, and he'll turn and put it into the middle. This is right in on Fritsch. Fritsch leaves it there for Hellier. Down to 14:50 to go. Clock the biggest enemy right now for Saugeen Shores. Donaldson picks it up and he'll take it back into his own end. Gets crossed up there with Jones. Now Donaldson has it again. He'll look towards Fegan and he couldn't get there. It's a delayed offside. Fegan touches it though and they didn't whistle that down. I guess they thought he didn't touch it. Now It's sent in by Gibson. Winterhawks back to get it. Hellier's going to start out of his own end. Marlowe plays it out and right back in. They bring it to center. Minto picks it up, throws it right back in the zone. Marlowe up the boards. Donnelly, he can't get deep. And Minto has it again. Willis. He gave it away to McLean. Marlowe into the corner. Marlowe has Donnelly, can't get it there. It'll be played. McLean keeps it in. Marlowe on the boards against Willis. Donnelly has it now. Donnelly turns, fires over the boards, and actually off a stick and out of play, I should say. And out of play. 3-1, Minto leads. Next home game for Saugeen Shores a week from yesterday, so 6 nights from now on Friday, January the 2nd. They're back here at home for a contest against the Ripley Wolves. That'll be at 8:30. I'll be on the call for that at the Real Rodgers 21. It's great to be able to come to the Plex in Port Elgin. Played minor hockey here, so minor hockey night means a little bit more to me too, as like I say, many of memories here, both at the Plex in Port Elgin and also the arena. Oh, there's a shot, they score! Donnelly, he gets one finally for the Winterhawks as they break through. And Justin Donnelly, number 8, puts it past Ben Nelson. The Winterhawks are within 1, it's 3-2. And that couldn't have come at a better time as Justin Donnelly puts it past Ben Nelson. And the Winterhawks have life here in the third. 3-2 is the score. And Justin Donnelly, one of the most constant point producers for Saugeen Shores aside Miles McLean this season, and he puts one past Ben Nelson. Fritz drops it there. Back to get it is McKeag. He'll play it and lose it to Aiden Yard into the middle out of the reach, and it's back into the middle zone. Donnelly scores, it's 3-2. John Stone takes his man in, Andy Fraz on the forecheck. It's still in, Gibson throws it across to Cribben. Riley Cribben ahead, trying to get it, and now it's offside at the Saugeen Shores blue line. They're going to bring it back to the Minto blue line. To finish my thought, minor hockey night means a little more to me too, considering that, I did play minor hockey here at the Plex, played minor hockey at what is now a church, the old Port Elgin Arena, the old Port Elgin Coliseum, I should say, where I also used to do public skates when I was in elementary school, and also the Southampton Coliseum, where the Winterhawks will play the Lucknow Lancers, I believe, in January. I can't remember which day exactly. I think it's the 9th. Yep. January 9th? That'd be a Friday. And they're in Southampton at Southampton Coliseum for that one. That'll be fun. It's just as cold as the Lucknow Arena, which I didn't think was possible. It's freezing there. This one's played toward the net, and Willis gets in the way. He'll play it around. This is the Lagazzo. He can't get it there as Lightfoot stepped in the way. But Lagazzo gets back, and he'll backhand that into the netting. Minto on their heels a little, and the Winterhawks have put tremendous pressure on the Minto 81s. About 15 minutes away from getting underway at the Ripley Huron Community Center. Ripley Wolves and the Lucknow Lancers. As Marlowe takes his man into the boards, trying to pinch off at the timekeeper's area there, and now it's going to come across to Quaid. Quaid's going to bring it up the ice. Donnelly trying to get there. He's got the puck in behind the net. Centering pass. McLean can't get the shot away. They battle for it there. It's still loose. McLean picks it off, shoots, scores! Miles McLean! And the game is tied here in the third. The captain strikes for the second time this evening. And just like that, we're tied at 3. It's a brand new game. And all the momentum has just been sucked out of the Minto 81s lineup as Saugeen Shores has erupted for 2 here in the third. And have taken and tied this game at 3. So Miles McLean with his second of the night as Minto comes right back down on the offense, and that one just goes wide. This is sent across the Quaid. He'll put it in the middle. Fraz tips it in. Johnstone after it. Johnstone in the corner. Can't center. He'll still battle in behind the net. Centers had Fraz, but it was intercepted by Gibson, and that'll be sent all the way down on Clayton Fritsch, so no icing. Back to get it is Rob White. He'll backhand it into the middle off a stick. And now it's going to be Verbeek putting it to Willis. Willis. He loses it. Oh, McDermott almost picked his pocket. Now it'll be played to Cribben. Bradley Cribben in across the line. Puts it toward the net. Save as Verbeek put it in on Fritsch, and he makes the save. We're tied at 3 here at the Plex. Minto 81s and the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. Winterhawks looking for win number 10. Minto looking for win number 6. That one in on Fritsch. He makes the save. Hellier picks it up. He's pressure from behind. In behind the net of Fritsch. Minto putting the pressure on, trying to get control of this puck. They battle for it in the corner. Back to Willis at the line. He can't keep it in. And here comes Donaldson. He puts it in the middle. It's intercepted, though, by Minto. Alexander to Yard. Yard almost had his pocket picked. It'll be played ahead to the line. Now, Saugeen Shores trying to put it back in the Minto zone, and Herford has it. He'll play it across. Minto regroups. Cribben across center, gives it away. Hellier across, Rob White. Marlowe tips that puck in, and they're going to say no, and it's an icing call against the Winterhawks. Face-off going to come back here in the Winterhawk zone. This puck is into the corner, and it'll be played to the line and out. Back to get it is Clayton. He's pressured there by Marlowe. Marlowe takes the puck away, centers it to McLean. McLean, who has 2, shoots off a stick and out of play. This line is humming. Marlowe, McLean, and Donnelly. Real good. He's a lot like the Leafs' recent hire, Steve Sullivan. Man, I loved him. Oh, he was awesome. Now he's their new assistant coach in charge of the power play. We'll see how that works out. Yeah, big shoes to fill in Mark Savard's. Here comes Minto up the ice. Lagazzo, he had it checked off of him, and it'd be played out of the zone by Saugeen Shores, but now it's whistled down as a glove pass is called. 3-3 is our score as we play here with 9:36 to go. Face-off is going to be in the Winterhawk zone after that glove hand pass. We're just trying to figure out where this face-off is going to be. They're going to stick to the fact that it's in the zone. So it's a glove hand pass, and it remains in the Winterhawk zone. That's where the face-off will be. To the left-hand side of Clayton Fritsch. One back, Willis! Oh, man, he golfed that over the net. Almost took off his teammates and the Winterhawks' heads. That one's fired out by Saugeen Shores, and it'll be back in the Minto zone. Willis has it again. He'll stop up and take it in behind the net. 9:17 to go as he plays it out. Lagazzo lost control of the puck, and it'll be played by the Winterhawks. Out of the reach of Johnstone, it's going to be an icing call against Minto. They'll bring it all the way back into the Winterhawk zone. Face off there, one back, and Alexander shoots just wide, blocker hand side. Now it'll be played out. And it's going to be muscled out, and Alexander has it for Minto. Into the middle to Herford. He skates there, tries to get through a couple bodies, still has the puck, centers, No shot in on Fritsch. Winterhawks able to defend. Sutter gets the puck out just. Minto going to pick it up, but look out. And they're offside, so they got to get back on the delayed offside, and that leaves room for Minto to come out of the zone. Aiden Yard, he puts it in deep. Fritsch out to get it. Plays it around to Fegan. Fegan's going to fire it ahead out of the reach of McLean. It's an icing call against Saugeen Shores. Face off here to the right-hand side of Fritsch. It'll be won back by the Winterhawks as one of the Winterhawks or Minto players went down there. That was kind of awkward looking as Gibson was in on the trying to keep that puck in. Winterhawks now have it. Fegan to the outside. Tries to get away from the check of Keaton Willis. Fegan has it again, supported by Donaldson. Nothing to the middle yet as McLean picks this off. Tries to backhand it to Donaldson, couldn't get it there. Morrison at the line, shoots wide, blocker side. Quaid steps up, he'll try and put it toward the net. He's trapped, they'll have to get back as here comes the Minto 81s, 3-on-2 up the ice. Torrey shoots, saved by Fritsch. McIsaac in the corner, checked by Quaid. It's gonna be picked up though by the Winterhawks, and now it's around to McLean. He'll get there. Pressured there by Clayton, who puts him down kind of aggressively. Quaid throws it around the boards. It's going to come to the line, kept in. Marlowe on the check, couldn't get it out. Now Quaid with time turns around and he'll put it ahead to Keegan Angel, number 18. He'll bring it ahead. He'll send it in. He'll go to the bench for a change. 7:07 to go here in the third. Tied at 3. This is ahead. Here comes Warren up the ice. The Minto captain plays it ahead. Lagazzo throws it in. Back to get it is White. He'll put it off the boards. No further there. Minto keeps it in. But now it's going to be the Winterhawks playing it around to McDermott. He'll play it up the boards and out. Minto gains control in the center. Warren plays it ahead, and across the line they come. Here's a shot weakly in on Fritsch, and he'll make the save, and he'll hold on. Yep. Face off here in the Winterhawks zone. It'll be won back by Saugeen Shores, and it gets past Willis. They're going to come ahead. They might have a chance here, but Alexander able to get back. He'll play it ahead. Herford. He turns, fires it to Willis. Willis is going to cross center. He'll dump it in and go in after it. Fritsch out to get it in behind the net, plays it away from Willis. Johnstone can't get it any further, and it stays in the Winterhawks zone, but now it'll be played out. McDermott had to go over his stick, and Alexander thwarts him from that. As now Willis has it, he'll throw it across. Aiden Yard, he'll bring it up the ice. Tried to make a move, he gets dumped by Johnstone. They battle for it in the corner. Minto comes away with it. Cribben at the blue line. Almost had that puck stripped away and does. Now Fegan brings it up the ice. He'll go to the outside. Fegan tries to make a move. Good save, Nelson, it's loose. And Nelson kind of swimming around in the crease there as he was bailed out by his defenseman. Here's Donaldson. He's going to go for a skate. To the outside, shoots. Save Nelson. He'll hang on. That one was a little more routine, and he holds on. 3-3 is our score. Just about to get underway in Ripley. Lucknow Lancers, Ripley Wolves, as we have 5:30 to go here in the third. Face-off control by Minto. It'll be up the boards and out of the zone. McKegg's back to get it. He'll fire it off a body, though, and back into the Winterhawks zone. Chad Jones is going to get it for the Winterhawks. Pressured there by Warren. Gets away from him and plays it out of the zone. Just playing it right back in is Clayton. Now McKegg has it. He'll fire it into the middle. It was intercepted easily by Warren, but McKegg able to bail himself out and plays it ahead. And now here comes to Marlowe. Marlowe in across the line against Clayton. He'll go into the corner. Clayton with a big body check on Marlowe, taking him to the ice. Play to the line, kept in by Jones. Keegan Angel. Clayton takes him into the boards. It's going to come loose to Gibson, and he'll turn and bring it out of his own end. Gibson has a man on the far side, gives it to him. In across the line, McKeag, he gets bodied by Jones off the puck. Now to be played out by the Winterhawks, and McDermott. He has a man going to the net, Johnstone. He tried to fire it in off of Ben Nelson's head, and he put it out the other way. McDermott's going to get there first in the corner. 4:15 to go in a 3-3 game. This is up the ice and out of the zone, and Quaid's going to have to come back. Pressure there by Owen Torrey. Quaid throws it off the glass and out of the zone. Good play to Johnstone. He throws it across to McDermott. McDermott pressured there by Willis. Willis trying to get this puck out and does. Now to be played off the stick, and now it's McDermott bringing it back in across the line. Tried to play it to Lightfoot. He's going to grab it and shoot it, and that's wide on the glove hand side. Quaid keeping it in. Pressure there by Torrey, and it'll be played off the glass and out. Donaldson, he gets there first, plays it ahead to Lightfoot. Oh, what a hit! Good body check there, Donaldson. Tried to throw it across. Good defensive play by Willis. Now it's back into the Winterhawks zone. Quaid making his return to the Winterhawk lineup. Out of retirement. Puck is given away though, and here comes Minto. Cribben has a man going to the net. Quaid gets in the way of it. And Donaldson puts it across to Fegan. 1-on-2 up the ice. Fegan to the outside, shoots. Wide glove hand side. It'll bound out. Yard into the middle, nobody home. But it's going to be picked up though, and here comes Minto. Cribben, backhand in the middle, intercepted by Saugeen Shores. Look out! It's still loose, and McLean throws it into the corner. Boy, tense times in the Winterhawks zone, but they bail out. And here comes Fegan. He puts it in and takes a hit from Clayton, who steps up on him. But now, it's loose! Hellier! Stopped by Nelson, point blank! He was all alone, what a chance! Hellier again couldn't get the shot away, and now Lagazzo's going to bring it out. Lagazzo up the ice on the far side, shoots! Save French, rebound, it's still loose! Cribben in the corner. Backhand to Warren. Warren in the Winterhawk zone, puts it to the line. Alexander shoots, scores! Jordan Alexander through traffic, beats Clayton Fritsch. And number 12 of Minto puts it home from the line, and it gives the 81s the lead with 2:14 to go. Man, oh man, a seeing eye shot from the line from number 12. Jordan Alexander puts Minto ahead late here in the third. And we'll get a face-off at center. Minto has the lead. This will be sent into the Winterhawk zone. Fritsch out to get it. Hellier in behind his own net. Will look ahead. Pressure by Lagazzo, gives it to White. White puts it ahead. It's into the Minto zone. Nelson going to hold it, and that'll give the offensive zone face-off that the Winterhawks were looking for with 1:55 to go. So Jordan Alexander puts the Minto 81s ahead. They've been scrappy all night long. Winterhawks came back valiantly in this third period, but now find themselves in a one-goal deficit. Minto going to try and bring this puck out, and they do. Here's Lagazzo up the ice. He puts it into the middle. Caleb Warren backhands it in deep. Minto just trying to keep the Winterhawks down in their own end. McKeag pressured off of the puck by White. They battle for it and kill some serious clock. 1:30 left here in the third. Good job by Minto just keeping that puck down there. And now White's going to have to come and get it. Pressure there by Herford, and he takes it away. Herford fresh off the bench, and it's going to come across, and they give it away. Here's Lagazzo, scores! Adam Lagazzo picked the pocket, came out into the middle and beat Clayton Fritsch, high blocker, and that will most assuredly do it, barring a miracle from Saugeen Shores here in the third, as they now trail it 5-3. Adam Lagazzo with his second of the game. So with 1:09 to go, Adam Lagazzo comes out from the corner and snipes. Nelson out to play it, puts it around the ice, and we'll keep an eye on Fritsch as this puck is sent to the corner. Fritsch going to the bench for the extra attacker. Winterhawks trying to put the pressure on. They trail by 2. 50 seconds left. Back to line of Fegan. Fegan shoots. Oh, wow, what a collision. And Miles McLean has it, throws it back. Now it's played down low. Big body collision in the center of Ben Nelson as bodies are flying everywhere here. They still fight for it as Marlowe taking his man in. 25 left to go, and we get more bodies in the corner. And is this going to be icing? Yes. Man, there was mass chaos in front of Ben Nelson. And I think the Winterhawks here are going to take a timeout, I believe. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they're doing here. We are going to get a timeout, or we're not going to get a timeout? Yes, we are. Timeout, Winterhawks. They'll talk it over. 19.6 to go here in the third period. For the third time this season, the Ripley Wolves in town. Friday, January the 2nd, 8:30. I'll be on the call for that at the Real Rodgers 21. Well, yeah, 5-3 Minto here in the third period with 19.6 left on the clock. And we'll get a face-off coming up here in the Minto zone. Clayton Fritsch on the bench for the extra attacker. Saugeen Shores hoping for a miracle. One second. Puck is in the corner there, 15 left, and this will be played out by Minto. Jones is going to glove that down and throw it back into the Minto zone. 8.4 to go, and this one's going to be into the middle. Riley Cribben going to grab it, and he'll go back into his own end, and that will most assuredly seal a Minto 81 victory. They improved to 6-4-1 on the season, while the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks fall to 9-4-2. Next game for the Winterhawks, 6 nights from now, Friday, January 2nd, they're at home against the Ripley Wolves who come to town, and we'll have that one live on YouTube at the Real Rodgers 21. We will see you then.